It's bubble wrap time. Over the course of the last week, we've had the NCMT engineers in. They're busily starting to dismantle all of the CNC equipment and get everything boxed up, ready for the move over to PC1. Within the course of next week, all of the CNC machines will be dismantled and loaded onto trucks, ready to go to their new home. Let's head over to Stafford and have a look at what's been going on over there. Welcome to PC1. As you can see, we finally got the production floor down with all the modifications to the machine shop foundations. The cable trays have all been installed. We've now got all of the electrical supplies down to the bottom end of the factory to power the new gantry mill and the machine shop, which is heading over this way next week. Let's take a walk around and I'll show you what else has been installed. So the three-phase supply comes all the way down the side of the building and then drops down into various switch boxes and junction boxes to distribute power into the machine shop. In order to get across from the wall into the center of the machine shop and the production office, we've put a cable gantry across the top that drops power right into the middle of all of it. The other blue pipes that you can see dropping around are the compressed air supply, because obviously within the machine shop and for various other test equipment, we need compressed air all the way around the factory. So we've now got a compressed air circuit that runs around everywhere. This stuff might not look like much, but it takes forever to install when you start in building places at this sort of scale. Let's go and have a look at the machine shop. So when we talk about routing large amounts of power to run these large numbers of heavy duty machines, we're not talking about little cables. These cables here will carry 400 amps from one end of the factory to the other, and they weigh 20 kilos per meter. They're absolutely massive. So it's been an enormous task to get these things routed round to get us set up. Factory moves are a bit like a lot of other things in life. It really is all about the preparation. So we've shown the machines being broken down and carefully prepared for transport over at DC1. They're going to make their way over to here next week and be installed in their position down here in the machine shop at this end of PC1. This is the layout for the machine shop. So the big gantry mill is going over on the new foundation over there on the south side of the factory, and then we've got essentially what you're used to seeing in DC1 over here with some new equipment coming in here, all underneath the mezzanine that will be fitted later. But so that these machines can be brought over here and installed, what the guys have been doing on the shop floor during the course of this week is going around and fitting all of the individual chemical anchors around the floor. If you notice, the machine floor has been marked out and is now peppered with these anchors, so the machines can just be dropped into place and secured into position. That's for the commodity CNC machines we use for our precision parts. But if you come over here for the new gantry mill, you can see that the big brother version of these foundations has been prepared over here with the specialist anchors that come with the machine, and the specialist ground attachment points have all been core drilled and are being fitted at the moment, ready for the gantry in a week's time. So in addition to power, we also need compressed air and water, amongst other things, around the factory. So during the course of the last week or so, the compressor from DC2 and DC3 have been brought over here, and we're installing the compressed air system around the entire periphery of PC1. So compressors here, tanks there, and then this blue piping that you can see all the way around the place provides the droppers for all of the compressed air tools and the compressed air systems we use for the CNC equipment, tool changers, measurement equipment, and pneumatic hand tools and actuators that are used for production and for a lot of the test rigs that we'll be building over the course of the next few months. So one of the things that's going to make an immediate difference to us at PC1 is the availability of exterior space for being able to carry out testing. As you've seen, we've been testing the combustion system and various other bits and pieces within DC1 in the machine shop, which is not ideal, particularly as we start doing gas generator tests, power turbine tests, transmissions tests, all of which are big and noisy and need protective containment around them. One of the first steps we've taken to facilitate this at PC1, rather than polluting the factory environment with those sorts of things, is we're building modular test units that will be contained within self-contained shipping containers that we'll use out here on the yard. That means you've got all the benefits of having the factory and all the facilities really close, but we can contain the smells, the debris, and the various other things that we create when we're testing stuff out here on the yard.